Okay guys, so this is just a real quick little video on an Avanti little RV dryer. This is an Avanti tumble dryer. They call it a D110-1. All it is a little 110 dryer that plugs into the wall in a camper, and just a little simple machine. I had a problem with this one that it wasn't drying, and I thought, well, the heater must be out in it. Well, here's you a simple test to check that. Set this over here to on. Be very careful when you do this. Don't want to get your hand in it or anything in the wrong spot. Stick you something in the switch, turn it on, reach in here and feel this vent right here and see if it gets warm. Don't hold it cautiously to make sure that it's not hot. If that's warm, then pull the back off of it, because I guarantee you I know the problem. So I pulled the back off of this thing. It's not very hard. There's a bunch of screws that go around the outside of it. Then you've got this little adapter cone here that goes on there, and a couple of other screws. Pull the back off of it, because this belt right here is probably broke. This is a little rubber band belt that they put on here that actually runs the fan right here. So I got to noticing that it wasn't putting out any air. It wasn't sucking any air. It was getting hot, but it wasn't blowing air out of the vent. So I pulled it all apart, cleaned out a whole crap ton of lint out of it too, and just took a bunch of zip ties and linked them together. And the best part about this is in its adjustable tension belt. You can grab this with a pair of pliers and grab the tail with another pair of pliers and get it tight. Put it all together, it turns, it blows air, which means that it should dry now. So if you have one of these little RV dryers and it's not working and you're not sure where to start, check to see if it's getting hot. Make sure your element's working. And if your element is working, then it's probably lost the belt. So pull it out, pull the back off of it, and you can tell. Like I said, it runs from here up around the pulley behind here, and see if that does the trick. Because I was thinking I was going to have to buy a new dryer, and these aren't the cheapest thing in the world. They're not the most expensive, but they're also not the cheapest, and trying to find one that'll fit in a little space in an RV is kind of hard. This dryer was given to me, and when he gave it to me, my fiance's grandfather gave it to me out of his camper because he didn't use it, and he said they said it worked, but he never tried it. So we just assumed that it did. Well, it didn't, and it's been sitting in my house for a long while, and hasn't been working until finally my other dryer went out and I needed a dryer. So, but this will get you through until maybe even you just order the new belt. You can see that fan right there turning. That's what sucks the air through here and what actually heats your clothes. But get that zip tie belt nice and tight right there, and it should work. And I could probably even downsize my zip ties to one of these other ones right here that fit down in that notch better, like that one maybe. And that'll that might work a little bit better, because these have to roll when they go through there, and they kind of make a little bit of racket and vibrate a little bit. So I may try that. I may just see if I can stick these smaller ones in there and link some of these together and see if it'll cut that out. But there you go. Stick your cover back on it, and you're good to go. Plug it back in and rock and roll and get your clothes dried.